Okay, so the aqueous humor is the fluid that poured out when I cut into the eyeball. Um, it's in between the lens and the cornea. The cornea is this dark area here. It lets light into the eye, and now that the eyeball has been preserved, it's cloudy, this area. The sclera is this white outer covering of the eye. You can see the white covering there, and also there. The vitreous humor is this gelatin-like substance. It maintains the shape of the eyeball, and it fills the vitreous body. And the vitreous body would be in this inside of the eyeball. The lens is this hard ball that focuses the light that comes into the eye, and it's hard and rubbery like substance now that it's been preserved. The pupil is in this little area here. It's the center of the eye, and it lets light enter through the eye. The retina is this covering, a thin sheet, and that contains the rods and the cones. The cones perceive color, and the rods perceive the difference in light intensity. So that's in that covering there, in the retina. The tapetum lucidum is this greenish yellow blue, the reflective part. It helps with night vision. And then the iris is on the would be in this area. The cornea clouds up so much that it's not visible. It's not very visible in here. It regulates the size of the pupil, and in the sheep it's brown in color. The optic nerve is on the back side of the eyeball, and see, it would be right, it was cut off right there. And then you can also see it come through on the inside right there. The zonula ciliaris, I believe they're also called the ciliary body. They control the size of the lens and focus the vision. They're the tiny ligaments, all these ligaments around here. And then they go around the lens to all these ligaments. The choroid is this black layer in between the retina, and the sclera. It's kind of a shiny metallic color. You can see it here too. That controls the size of the lens. And the optic nerve sends signals from the eye to the brain. The hyaloid fossa is the indentation where the lens would sit. The indentation where the lens would sit here. It supports the lens. The blind spot would be directly inside of the optic nerve. I think it's also called the optic disc. And the blind spot is where the rods and cones don't reach. And I believe that's it.